Yeah, we've been in like 2 weeks, done quite a few of the islands. And I think everywhere just feels like we're traveling for 6 months. But this has felt like the holiday of the 6 months, you know what I mean? Because it's just 3 weeks here and then 6 months around the world. Yeah.
Cool. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Join us on a thrilling journey as we meet a British couple traveling the world in 6 months. From the snowy peaks of the Swiss Alps to the bustling streets of Tokyo, the adventure takes them across the globe. But there's one stop that stands out: their 3 weeks stay in the stunning Philippines.
Andre got the ticket sunrise and I got buko juice.
We've got some pretty nice views from up there.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Thank you.
No worries.
Nice to meet you. What's the name?
Giles.
Charles?
Giles.
Oh, Giles.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Where are you
Silly
from?
name. UK.
UK. Nice. What part of the UK?
London.
London. Cool. Okay, so actually gonna ask you a couple of questions about the Philippines.
Cool.
I know it's really cool in the UK, so I don't need to ask you questions about that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this country?
Oh, I think we found it so relaxed. As
Okay.
in, coming from the UK, it's all like really busy,
Yeah.
work all the time. And you come here and it's all like so chilled out. Everyone's so nice. That's one thing I think we said is everyone's so lovely to us. It's like so smiley, so friendly and cheap. This is the main thing.
Cheap, right? That's
Yeah,
another thing
yeah.
to mention.
And we were saying at lunch, like meals for us back home are maybe 15, 20 pounds, which is probably like nearly 1,500 for one meal, and that's no
That's
drinks.
pesos?
Yeah, pesos, yeah. Whereas here, like last night, we had a whole meal for both of us for 300 pesos.
With drinks.
With drinks.
Oh,
so it was pretty good.
Yeah. So basically, if you were to describe life in the Philippines in one word, what would it be?
Relaxed.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we've been in like 2 weeks, done quite a few of the islands. And I think everywhere just feels like we're traveling for 6 months. But this has felt like the holiday of the 6 months, you know what I mean? Because it's just yeah, 3 weeks here and then 6 months around the world. Yeah.
Cool. So if you were to give someone an advice concerning visiting the Philippines, would you encourage the person to come over?
Yeah, I would. So we've actually got quite a few other friends who've either met traveling or from back home. They've all kind of asked for like travel recommendations.
Okay.
I think loads of people want to come here and get off the beaten path, as we say, and try and find islands that aren't maybe where everyone goes. So I think like Palawan and maybe Boracay are quite visited a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas we've done Camotes and Bantayan and found it like no one's really here, which has been great.
Yeah. Have you done Virgin Island?
We haven't. So we've done quite a few like island hopping tours in different places. And kind of we found that half the time they don't live up to the hype a little bit. And we just thought maybe Virgin Island wasn't worth it this time.
So do you think if we're looking for a place to retire to when you're done with all of this, you can come back to the Philippines?
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, as in cheap, relaxed. I think for us, like, our pensions back home, but you can live a pretty nice life back out here. So I think that's kind of, definitely could see myself just chilling here on the beach one day.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
No worries.
I'm Andrew, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
I'm from Manila for how long?
We've been here for nearly 3 weeks.
Nearly 3 weeks. So how has it been?
Yeah, it's been actually amazing. I think it was a really nice place to come to be able to switch off, get away from everyone, and it's a very different culture to what we have in like a Western culture. So it's so nice. And I think one thing I've realised is like the families are so chilled. Like, that's the difference in terms of like raising a child and how families work out here is so different. It's been great, and the beaches are beautiful. And that's kind of what we were hoping for.
So if you were to compare this to the UK, what are the differences? Culture shock, any of them?
Yeah, I think the biggest one is the colour of my skin as well. Like, obviously I'm Western, I'm white.
Yeah.
And I suppose in the Philippines they don't like to tan, whereas that's a big thing for kind of a Western culture is to tan. I think that's one big difference. And but then the women of the Philippines think that the Western women are
more
beautiful. The fact that they have got a tan, so it's a bit of a kind of strange one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, that, and then I think obviously London is very busy. It's very hectic.
Yeah, compared to
Oh yeah, crazy. But the driving here is mental. The side of the roads are just as bad.
So that's another thing I think we should touch on, because basically the Filipina, that's what they call the women. They always want to appear white, not tan.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a culture shock for me as well, because I have actually been close to them to understand what they see as beautiful
Yeah.
and how they want to look.
And pale is
Yeah.
more attractive.
It's kind of a wonder, right?
Yeah. Whereas everyone in the
Wants
Western
to look
world
tan.
would like to be darker and
Yeah.
have olive tan skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different, isn't it? And the men, it's different for as well. They're allowed. They're not allowed, but they can be darker, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So what do you think about like the Filipino food? Have you tried any of them?
Yeah. To be completely honest, before coming here, we were warned that you might be quite unwell in the Philippines
Because of the food?
Yeah, and the water, and kind of obviously the differences in the fact of the drinking water and what you wash food in, and ice and service water and all that. And actually, we've been fine, and the food actually has been really good, and it's also very cheap. It's well, we've had quite a few different things, especially when we've had locals cooking for us after tours and things. So it was nice. It was good.
I actually don't think there's a problem with the food on the water. Yeah,
I don't think there is. I think it's a myth.
Yeah, it's a mix. It's actually a very beautiful place to stay. Did you try the island over there? I think
We
you should.
haven't.
If you still have some days,
Okay.
yeah.
It's Virgin Island, isn't it? Yeah.
That's Virgin Island.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is beautiful, so it's hard to kind of put everything into your itinerary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do everything.
So would you recommend the Philippines to
Definitely.
your
100%.
friends?
I have recommended it to all my friends already.
What are you taking back with you from the Philippines?
To go off the beaten track. Don't do what everyone on the tour that everyone says to go to, like all the really touristy areas. Go and experience the culture in all the smaller islands where you're going to get an authentic experience of their actual culture and see the kind of more untouched areas.
That's cool. Nice talking to you. What's the name?
You too, Molly.
Molly.
Yes.
I'm Andre.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Nice
Thank you
to meet
very
you
much.
too. All right. Thanks.
Bye.
As the setup to their next destination, the Philippines will always have a place in their hearts. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. There's so much more to come, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you on our next episode as we continue to bring you stories and experiences of people around the world, especially in the Philippines. Until next time, ingat!